You're not just the quarterback getting all the praise, you actually are the most effective, perhaps, for your team. Now we finally get into it, guys. It's been a little while, I know, but we are finally actually 100% into it, and the game is already getting underway with a little bit of peek there. Lex, some Jet on Jet, trying to find something with this Sheriff. So far, nothing. I mean, a little bit of scouting, I suppose, but it actually is just kind of more of a feeling out first round.
Yeah, a little baby up, you know, for Lex, who has the Sheriff here. Natty gonna line up well. Oh, that was close. But the Jets do pass each other, and it does seem like a very patient start here for VERSIONX. They're going to line up this B hit, but rotation's already coming through. Are going to have 3 players here to meet this attempt. And I like this smoke, actually. Just making them check a little bit longer, making them waste a bit more time clearing out this B main area that you're not sitting in, because getting into the site's already so tough. So now you have to clear all these angles and waste all this time as well. Nice server dart, even going to delay that a bit longer.
Right, yeah, just a lot of delay going on. Milky Way starting to set down some rings, planning the initiation onto B, because certainly everyone is stacked up over there. I'm not sure NMG is quite aware that literally everyone's about to be coming around, but here we go. Action has started. Natty's the first one taken down, unfortunately, and it looks like a bit of a trade as we enter into B site. It's going to be opened up for the plants, that much is for sure, but NMG still 3 strong, 3-3. Going to be planning their retake. A little paranoia going out there. Not be able to find, or smoke actually, smoke going out there, but not going to be able to find anyone, as of course they're stacked up actually in the back of Boathouse. Kind of a typical strategy, waiting for someone to dare try and defuse the spike.
I love this. It's so fun when players just gather in the Boathouse. In fact, NMG are like worrying about the B main player, but there isn't one. So this is going to come in very late. That Molly just buys so much time, and NMG have to go now, but this is a very tough spot to make work. Lex still looking for the Sheriff shots, not going to connect. Naomi takes off her head with a classic Mukuli, does the same for GG. And that is 3 left alive there as VERSIONX take the pistol.
Yeah, VERSIONX playing that pretty darn well. I mean, it actually was, I don't know why I was surprised, but of course NMG was not exactly totally aware where everyone was, but they spent some time, spent utility on actually trying to clear out Garage, and it just, wasn't actually what the play was. So everyone stacked in a Boathouse. Just waiting. They're just waiting for the picks, and everyone found one. Pretty strong start for VERSIONX, which I know you were saying that they probably expect a very strong start.
Look where they are. Everyone's mid. This is just the anti-eco strat now. Alright, here we go.
Oh, but I mean, VERSIONX might just be coming in for a pincer move across the map, although it doesn't work out so well for Naomi. Oh, and actually, it looks like...
They got a gun!
Yeah, they actually got a gun. I mean, things are getting a little weird. It is going to be VERSIONX down 2, and now going into to A. I mean, they're going to get the plant, but that kind of actually worked out. I was afraid the NMG were the ones that were going to get pincered, right? They were going to get pinched there, but no, it didn't work out. They were able to open up the left side. Now they're going to rotate back over to the right side, which of course is A. At least VERSIONX get the plant, get the setup that they want, and we'll see. We'll see if NMG can do something.
They're out of utility of note, because I don't think they bought any when they started this round. There's going to be a couple players chilling in the rooftop, one in tree, and Clutch now again. Always first foot forward here in the site. Needs to check Heaven. Miss Shot's going to take that out. Now Jet is kind of buried in here into the garden spot, but Natty, very, very cheeky, is going to get the backstab kill. Takes out one. Bomb gets tapped. Second kill's coming through. VERSIONX make it so easy. Natty with the 3 Ks. They spin around with the Spectre, and VERSIONX will convert that round 3v4.
Difficult spot there for NMG without a lot of utility, sure, but they still had that nice start to the round, right? And that seemed very promising. Kind of an uncommon thing to actually have it evened up 1-1 the first 2 rounds of Valorant, but it seemed like it might be possible. And instead, well, especially Natty, just kind of popping off, getting everyone mowed down no matter where they were popping up from. Excellent play, patient, I guess, over in the garden right, and coming in to tree when they just weren't expecting it. They thought they had checked, they thought they had it covered, and then they were looking the other direction.
All right, well, 250 credits left for NMG across them, so you do not want to lose this bonus, but should definitely be favorable for you, as Milky is just getting it done with a frenzy. VERSIONX really running light here on economy, as they've half-bought into this round. I'm going to push through this smoke, because hey, why not? Get aggressive.
There's no one waiting, so all good. All good for now. NMG still situated, trying to figure out where everyone's going to be coming in. Now the action really hard onto A. Lex going to take someone out from Heaven, dodge away, and seems to be looking for another. Maybe, yeah, I was going to say they could actually try and go into hell there. Oh, they're actually going to wallbang trying to find the person planting the spike. Doesn't really work out that way. This clutch also coming in. Lots of people from NMG now ready to go. The agents are ready. Guns trying to get the picks here. They got the bigger guns. They're going to try to use them, but the close quarters makes it very awkward as Kara actually comes in, takes down 2. And now we have a 2v3 with the spike continuing to tick down, making this now a time issue. Kara is going to try and shoot through the smokes and find her. Nicely done. Stops the defuse, gonna find another one. Kara just absolutely popping off, and Naomi helping to clear out the entire team of NMG. That's a 3-0 lead for VERSIONX.
It is really interesting to see how VERSIONX played that post plant. That's twice now we've seen them on A, and they're actually playing pretty far off the site. Like, I think there was a hell play, but I think they got picked off, and they're playing, like, quite heavy, like, back into A heaven and in tree. And so Kara kind of had to retake the site, which is not something that typically happens on offense, but lining up through that smoke so perfectly with those pings, being patient, taking time to kill the diffuser. I said it already, like, the money wasn't good. Now it's absolute garbage for NMG. They are so far behind losing that bonus.
Yeah, yeah, well, I mean, they're trying to make something work, but being super aggressive here. They do trade 1 for 1. They got the worst result from this, and now it's going to be
10 plays here.
I was gonna say maybe VERSIONX doesn't really have to play here, but they wanted to get the res. They actually do get it as well. Well, but just a little bit of time, and now they're going to rotate over, which I thought might be like the safer plan. You really want to get the res first. They get it. They rotate over, and NMG now going to have to retake with these just you know, pretty bad guns still.
Literally just typed like 5v5 me B main, and that's what happened. Both teams ran out there, but unfortunately VERSIONX's guns are a little bit better. That res from Kara leaves 5 alive versus 3, and even gets an extra ult point. She gets a kill after that as they try and repeat to at least pick off 1. So Kara going to plant in the default spot, and VERSIONX going to be set up so well for this 4th round.
Yeah, I don't see how NMG's going to make this one work. Coming in a bit slower. This clutch, making sure to check around, check Catwall for anything easy peasy. Get the alarm bot at the very least. And you've got to break down the wall so they know where you're coming in from, but perhaps this might distract from the heaven play here. GG, though, having to deal with the turret first. It's kind of been revealed. And Natty's just waiting for the shots. Yep, with crossfires. Actually, Kara ends up taking all of the kills, and Naomi finishes it off, but 4 left over there for VERSIONX as they just continue to dominate. This is exactly what I expected from the last map, but I guess it's really showing up on the map that they feel the most confident in.
9 kills for Kara in 4 rounds is unreal out of this stage. As NMG are finally getting a full buy back into this game. Lex does have the operator ready to go. He's going to be looking for a pick A main, which is a good spot. There are paying customers at the ready. At least for now. It does seem like VERSIONX are lining up for it. A quick bit of A presence here, at least to kick off the round. So Lex going to have to find a nice shot here.
I'm not going to be eagerly pushing through that. I might not even, actually. Going to be checking mid more, so a little bit of a peek. The smokes come down. Going to be pushing through tree by the looks of things. They tried it before. And I mean, it worked. They have all the points on the board, don't they? Now making sure to check all the corners. I think NMG is starting to pick up on this. Starting to rotate over a little bit. Ooh. Noki Way already grabbing Lex down. That's not how NMG wanted to start this off.
Not at all. It's GG. Ooh, gets 1, gets 2. That's such a nice transfer, but Rush is going to put an end to that. Now 3v3 retake is on, but Naomi and Rush just yeeting through, getting another one there as Miss Shot's going to have to try and make it work. Drone's going to tag him. 2 players now retaking from heaven. This is a rough spot to be in, and looks like we might already be on for the save instead. Firmino's going to find the lineup, look for the shock darts. Some damage done, but not much. Still a very tough situation here for NMG as they're going to try and claw back into this game.
Ooh, utility's going off. Just putting them in such a bad situation. Naomi putting this down to just a 1v3 as missed shots. Can she get the shots? Or will she get the misses? I couldn't help myself. It's maybe going to be 1. No, not even. Kara continuing to dominate the score here. She grabs the last, just proving that Sage really is the best agent.
That was such a nice round from VERSIONX. Astro smokes in mid, get up cat quick. I think maybe recognizing your opponents aren't giving a lot of attention to mid in the earlier parts of the round, as we have a timeout if I have to guess, but we'll find out shortly. NMG, again, going to be broke as they are going to time out. Do have to definitely slow the momentum that VERSIONX are building, but obviously didn't know there was an operator there. Perhaps have some like intel, some homework that Lex often likes to check that, but not face checking A main, instead getting control up mid, and then as soon as you take tree, you push through into glass. You have all this space, you're consistently cutting off rotators, And I think Lex just got like bamboozled because Astra pushed A main so late in that round that the operator lost the round to a Vandal. And at that angle, I have to assume that Lex wasn't looking at her opponent. That's one of the only ways that's really going to happen, especially against something like a Jet. So a very nicely engineered round by Version X. And I wonder how often we'll see that look, because if you continually give up mid, it is very hard to win rounds on Ascent.
GG almost helped bring that back, but no, not actually going to be able to happen. Looks to be a B push this time around. I mean, NMG have been trying their best to get the, you know, some splits here, 3-2. Now actually just going to leave the Killjoy on A for the utility, and then everyone else in B, which is actually going to work out pretty well. Seems very much the intent of Version X. They are all planning it. They got the utility ready to go. Don't even rush into it a bit. It's actually going to be rushed on either side. Lex tries to find more than one of the knives. Unfortunately, just the one. Not exactly what she was hoping for. It is quickly down to almost a 3v3 situation, actually. Milky Way is quite low on that health, though being healed up. So maybe not anymore. And now we're also talking about ults. You got 4 players left over for Version X, and 3 of them with their ults. GG, though, trying to find them unprepared for this.
Oh.
Only managed to trade out 1 for 1. Again, not exactly what they were hoping for.
GG actually had the perfect read on that situation, but unfortunately could only get 1 with the Spectre. That was a great spot to win that round for NMG, but unfortunately now you have to contend with a 3v2 with Sage Storm util up, and once again the retake will be on for A out of MNG.
I mean, I love the positioning. Really was hopeful that you might be able to get 2, but no, not the case. Ooh, Bono though. Just the 1-1.
Ooh.
Missed shots in a similar situation, bit of deja vu here. We got Natty down, and it actually gonna be able to take the kill. I mean, obviously missed shots, knew that she was down there. She tried to line up the shots perfectly, but not able to get the quicker pull on the trigger. It's difficult to retake that.
But I think finally some ground being taken by NMG, making a round close. Has not happened a lot in the the 6-0 that we're currently witnessing out of Version X. They will buy back. Lex is going to have the op once again. Only light armor for note. And once again, almost a psychic read by Version X. They are going to avoid the initial position of this operator. And this Killjoy alone on A, if that's the read that Version X have after that last round, this is obviously a very vulnerable point of the map to attack if NMG are going to be stacking A this heavily.
NMG once again trying to push in here. They had a couple ults on their side, and actually a first pick-off from Fromino. That's not bad at all. Still so many ults left over on the side of Version X. I mean, anything they can do. I mean, even the resurrect here, they can bring it up to 5v5 if they actually get the opportunity. So far, probably not. Yeah. Actually, no, they will get the opportunity. No one's really checking mid. They're now kind of checking it. There's the ult from Sova as well. That had been a little bit sooner. Might have been able to get the res, but at least finds Rush. So not a bad ult at all.
Yeah, had to get the kill twice, but it does make it happen. They're trading ultis with the Sage, and now it's going to be B presence, but Version X going to walk right into the stack, basically. 2 players playing close mid there for NMG, trying to make sure they maintain control of that, because they did lose a round where they weren't able to really get into mid. And Version X going to have to slow things down and get through the site the hard way. But no smokes up just yet. No utility setup, of course, with Killjoy on the other side of the map, holding down A. But Misshot's going to try and ulti get a little bit of info. Maybe sees a couple around the back there, but the site take is on. Astra ulti's there, but Clutch finds 1. Very nice spray down to take out Natty. And Version X going to be a 3v5 behind this Astra curtain to try and hold on to the site. And Clutch is just sitting them all down. Gets another kill on Namuku, but Kara, of course, makes it sing. Lex gets 1, and now Kara's going to have to go absolutely ballistic to win this round.
I mean, she's a good start. She's a very good start, taking down 2 all by her lonesome, but 13 seconds left to actually plant the spike before maybe you could have used it as a bit of a bait, but now absolutely has to get it. She gets 1 more, but 6 more seconds. Is she actually going to get the plant? No. Oh, what a amazing last-second play, though. I mean, she was up against so many odds, and she does get taken down. Oh, but that was, I mean, really, Kara just popping off right now.
That was nuts. 15 kills now. That's more than 2 a round if you're playing at home. With 7 rounds through now as we are going to play out round 8. Definitely the right play there for missed shots. Just when you hear that, when the times stay low, you just run out holding strafe and hold mouse 1. It doesn't matter if you die or not. You just need to make sure they can't plant and make sure your teammate doesn't peek. But Kara, making it close, but not close enough. NMG finally get themselves on the board. Going to be landing it up again here around the A side here for a bit of presence. And actually swapping this up too. I love this from NMG, putting the Killjoy utility in mid and B. I think that's the area of the map they've recognized, like, we don't want to give this away, but this angle's filthy out of Natty. Not going to get a kill just yet, though, but Lex is pretty low.
Definitely getting some dinks there. Oh, still thinking about that last round. But yeah, this round, 100%. NMG finally getting a point on the board. Looking to bring it back. They do have at least the lockdown. So when they know where their opponents are pushing, definitely buy some more time. It's a lot of posturing, a lot of safe peeks. I think actually Lex might be just wait. No, she's going to push. I thought she might actually push in, look for some kills, but no, she's going to pull back. Wait it out as we have a very slow start to this round.
Yeah, playing the close angles here. Looks like Michelle's going to peek out a little, see if she can see anything cap, but no one there. But they got mid on lock right now. So it looks like VERSIONX maybe going to try and sell a fake here. 2 people on the B side of the map is quite a lot. Lockdown going to get popped on the offensive side. So yeah, they're going to try and force a couple rotates, but Omen Paranoid just went straight through A main, so no one's moving.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting. I mean, once we see it completed, we're going to see any movement in there. Nope. Taking the bait. As it is still all about A. Unfortunately, Lex does get taken down for the rest of her team. Could react. 13 more seconds to go, but the plant is going to happen. And now that is the timer, as we have full wallbang attempts. Not going to work out. There's the defensive killjoy I thought I was talking about, but also we have the Sova ult that's going to be trying to take that down. It's actually, there we go. I was going to say it should be able to, and it finally finds him. Energy starting to find the heads. Actually, going to make this a 2v3. But a very weak, I guess, Kara. I mean, all of the people from VERSIONX, sorry, a little bit low. But now we're down to just Clutch. Can she do it? She grabs one more, but up in heaven, didn't actually see that coming. I mean, not that she could have done very much. She was so low on health. Maybe she just missed out a little bit longer. I don't know, but that was, hey, close. But no cigar there for NMG.
Yeah, that was the arena montage waiting to happen. Unfortunately, Naomi with a 4K in that round, I believe. Shutting that down at the end as VERSIONX are going to go up 7-1. Unbelievable streak of wins. 6 straight, and then only one little dip in the win streak there as the money once again is going to be sent back to the Stone Age for NMG. Going to have kind of a half buy here. It's 2 Spectres and pistols, so not all that attractive. And looks like they are going to stack the A site. They love to stack when it's an anti-eco. The off-flex goes. Jet smoke. He's going to get spotted, so no one's going to face check that yet. And again, VERSIONX saying, you know what? If you're all going to be here, we're going to wait for you because we know how you like to play in these kind of rounds. So not taking the bait is nice to see from VERSIONX, and they're going to waltz on over to the B side.
Yeah, I mean, if they really wanted to prove a point, they could have tried doing it, but I think this is absolutely the safer call. And now we just have a lot of NMG kind of awkwardly, I mean, still over on A, but, I mean, even if they were already making their way over, it's just that awkward retake when you have such worse guns. And, of course, VERSIONX going to be able to situate themselves so nicely, get the plant, get everyone lined up, couple in boathouse by the looks of things, but even checking the flank, because we do have a couple of flankers coming out for an NMG. It's going to be Jet and the Killjoy. See if they can do anything. They're actually going to meet Rush, that is, and Rush just takes them both down. Oh, that's not at all what they were hoping for. Oh, and this is actually, yeah, all but over, and then it's over. There you have it. VERSIONX 8-1.
Getting one is nice there, but that's not quite enough damage on the NMG side. I mean, had to make a play happen. I love that they're continuing to stay aggressive, even on defense. That has been kind of their calling card in most of their rounds, but particularly on those low econ rounds where you don't have much to work with. They're going to be back with rifles here, but no operators still for Lex. Has only had that a couple times and hasn't unfortunately borne much fruit. And of course, the economy is still alive and kicking there for VERSIONX, who are just executing so cleanly. I think doing a great job of taking their territory, getting the info they need, and then picking the right side to execute on. And when they execute, you can tell their practice. It's extremely clean.
Yeah, I think Lex is actually a bit of anticipation there for that angle. And the Jet duels continue on. As we have Clutch trying to poke out here. Yeah, really wanting to find some easy picks of people looking the wrong direction. Instead, just kind of, I mean, has to use the attack, has to alert for presence. He even had a little banana swarm there. As it's clear there, it's pretty clear. But it's VERSIONX. Still have not yet pushed into a site. They still have a full minute, of course, so plenty of time. NMG now a little suspicious about this A push.
Yeah, Spike is on the A side of the map, but plenty of presence on B if they do want to swap things over. 2 players mid is kind of the interesting one here, because it looks like VERSIONX might have to cross mid in order to get to A. It's going to be a very long A split by the looks of things. But Clutch has popped the ulti, so he's ready to make something happen here. But Natty going to go through the smoke. No, Mukue finds one through the wall. Natty going to get the second, going to make it 3, not even looking at it. Lex gets one as Milky Way shut down, but Clutch now left all on her lonesome out in the middle of the map as they have to retake once again.
Oh no, yeah, Naomi actually able to sneak past and got that little covey there. Oh, GG. You try?
You got a gun, you got 50 armor, I think you just chill. And hope
yeah.
nobody kills you when they peek cat. Just going to tuck into this corner of tiles, and I think just maybe have a chat about what's going on, because VERSIONX, as I guess expected, but maybe not quite this way, are on a tear on their map here.
Absolutely what we anticipated for the series overall, but really only truly showing up for map 2. Their best map, and they are proving that point. VERSIONX looking almost unbeatable. Funnily enough, I guess in this situation, we could have NMG kind of doing a little mini bit of a timeout, little mini conference about what they can do to try and play out the rest of this map. It's not over yet, but it's... Oh, hey, one more pickup. That's always nice. But yeah, it's not over yet. It is just like so much momentum on the side of VERSIONX, so much money on their side as well. I mean, it feels like even if NMG can actually get some decent guns, decent amount of utility, they're going up against a tidal wave. Right? So it really have to be one after another, get their momentum back on their side. Can they do it? Oh, it doesn't feel like it, but at least we're going to have a swap, right? So maybe the gigantic comeback once the swap goes down.
Yeah, not a lot of rounds left to play with here in this one. This is going to kick off round 11. Looks like they are going to buy for the last round, though, but again, plenty of money. VERSIONX can buy out for the rest of this half very easily. And heavy A presence now, as Lex has popped the Bladestorm, is peeking around A main, trying to find someone, but they're going to run behind this drone and make a play pretty quickly, I think.
Ooh, Lex is waiting for the blades.
Oh.
That wasn't really what she wanted there. Now using them and not even getting the kill. Now it's the Lex. Is she going to be able to find a kill? Nope. Not going to be able to find it. Natty brought the pressure to her and had the rest of her team kind of backing her up, right? So Lex can only do so much against the overwhelming just wave again of the VERSIONX. Even a res going down almost feels like salt in the wound at this point. But it is 5v4. They're going to open up tree here and try and play through that. So we do have at least one up on heaven. And there's blinds. Natty waiting in hell is going to be very patient about this. Time is ticking. The spike's already on its way down. Milky Way does come in for a couple of picks, and Kara rounds it out to defeat NMG. That's 10-1.
Last round in the half.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna just go into the next half, but that would be 11-1. That's even worse.
I mean, you're going to have guns here, so NMG are going to have, one of their better shots here at stitching together too. It is very tough to win 10-2 regardless, but 11-1 feels almost hopeless. I mean, especially if you lose the pistol, you might as well write the game off at that point. But even this point is kind of feeling like a similar spot. And again, it is nice to see VERSIONX showing what they can do on this map, right? They've shown lots of different paces of play, lots of different mid-rounds especially have been really nice. And NMG had been kind of passive on a lot of these sites, not really taking a lot of territory, because I think they feel like when they do, they get punished. So even though that's maybe their natural inclination, because from what we can see, they are quite an aggressive team, the first time you get punished, you never want to do it again. That confidence starts to dip, and then you're kind of at the mercy of your opponent's executes, which has been, I think, a lot of these rounds for VERSIONX, who are playing very crisply here on Ascent.
Does already kind of feel like do or die here now. For NMG, I mean, it's going to swap after this, yeah, and you hope that's a momentum resetter, but with such a large difference in the score, it feels like it's got to be here. Go into the next half feeling at least somewhat confident that you could take them on when the guns are even. That's lots of testing for VERSIONX. They do have a couple of ults on their side as well, more than a couple. They got 3, and it looks like they are going to be going towards A. Missed shots actually ends up taking out Natty nice and quick. That is a good start for NMG. Possibly the start of a promising round before the swap.
You should
I think Lex could hear them running there. It's going to get spotted. I got to spot everyone now, so now you know it's an A hit. As everyone's kind of stacked up in main, Astral is going to try and cut off the site. Lex, got not out. Dashes away, but does not get it. Milky Way going to make it happen, and Fominal's been detained. Can they find the hunt? Kara plants it up. And the teammates are going to try and protect the detained player for a little while longer, but it's back to even 4v4 now. NMG with the Killjoy ulti to try and retake, though. Omen actually, this is lovely. Trying to flank around the Killjoy ult coming in. The retake's on, but Milky Way finds a critical kill, picking off the Omen.
And now with all the lockdowns, they do have to kind of calm things down for a little bit, but finally, over and done with. We'll have the attempted retake. Clutch actually moving out, trying to find the Ages they know are hiding somewhere, but there's 4 of them, so can they get all of those picks? The answer is so far no, not all of them. It was down to 2-1. GG tried the best that she could, but not able to find anything more as Amy shuts everything down at the end. That's 11-1. We talked about this previously. It's the swap, it's the half, right? But it's just such an overwhelming comeback. Like, it borderline impossible, really. Like, I think you could probably still count the amount of games in Valorant, professional Valorant, where something like this has happened for NMG. So, I mean, be an awesome story, but super tough. Let's see if they can win the pistol.
Yeah, lovely little last round there. Naomi set up to succeed, just chilling and wine, waiting for everyone to kind of run on through. Teammates there, I think there was actually 2. One just outside near Gelato and one actually in a main, effectively baiting. And Naomi moves in to play janitor and clean up that final round for VERSIONX. They push themselves to 11. There aren't a lot of literal must-win rounds in games, because obviously there's only one. But definitely getting effectively must-win rounds here, as NMG pretty much have to take this pistol.
Already gonna get blocked out. I mean, just a little bit of time buying, but it always is obnoxious to destroy that wall with pistols. Takes a little bit of time. And with all the gunshots, kind of also reveals the intent. So now the option is, do you just try and wait that out and then push in, hoping they kind of, hopefully forget about you? Or do you actually rotate, which they might be anticipating? VERSIONX not having moved very much. Still a couple people in that cubby, actually. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, NMG. Are they going to be looking? Nope. The answer is yes. Fominil actually gets the kill, as well as missed shots. So that was a bit of a scary moment that ends up going totally fine for NMG. And they continue to push into A, but Rush actually managing to find a kill on Fominil as missed shots continues her, I guess, streak here. Out 2, looking for the 3rd. I need help on that one. But it's all down to Rush, who does get taken out. And hey, NMG taking that pistol. And we know that this means that the next round probably is theirs, and that certainly would be the start of the comeback. But still 11-3, even if that is, I'm looking forward to the future. Even if that does happen, still so tough.
I thought they were dead, honestly, hitting Cat there with the nice little bait setup with the Frenzy Jet. Kind of on the off angle there, chilling on top of that little box. I wonder if VERSIONX will force. I don't think so. I think they're like disciplined enough to not get too wild, because forcing really smashes your economy so much that it's not worth it. Instead, they'll go for the big stake here and be promptly rewarded with an A-rush.
Yeah, so not really rewarded. And once NMG able to figure this out and grab the orb as well, gonna be actually looking to face check, basically. Use any utility? A little bit, actually, yeah, a lot more coming in here. They did not know that it was basically completely open, so a lot of utility just to get the plant down. Feel a little less for what is going to be still, all 5 members of VERSIONX coming in for the retake.
Sorry, VERSIONX had a very much utility either.
That's
Didn't
true.
buy too much here in this round. Look for the stack, didn't work out, so gonna be farming some eco kills here for NMG. Get the confidence going, get the momentum building as well. Obviously expect to win this round, so don't mess this one up. This is an absolute heartbreaker to lose.
Let's see. NMG certainly starting things off very nice as they are getting the kills on the board. But it's not been super clean, actually down to just Naomi, and she does get taken out as well. I mean, they all kind of had to come in from, pretty much one angle, which always is tough to win with. NMG are rewarded with that second round in this half. But now, we're still talking about the overwhelming potential. Like, is there potential? I don't know. That was just them showing off that they are once again good at pistols. They proved that even in the last map. But now for basically the rest of the game, can they do it?
I mean, they at least have one round to give here, right? This the bonus you don't typically expect to win so much when you're up against a full stack of rifles here. And NMG know that. They have plenty of money, so they'll bring it into the next round. If they win this round, we have a very different conversation. But for now, NMG should be happy with the spot they're in. They are going to have to win out for OT, which is not a particularly comfortable spot. I like the little Molotov there from Killjoy, clearing out the little box angle there, but Natty is much deeper into B-main than that. He's going to be waiting for someone, even gets paranoid and just doesn't move, and the B-main hit's actually coming. Sage here as well to maybe try and set it up, but it's only a frenzy for Lex, so not even the best close-range gun to try and make it happen, and everyone's just yeeting through market! Kara finds one, though. Natty finds a second. GG is going to shut that down, but Kara now back to the boathouse trying to defend the hit.
It is going to be a hit. I mean, they're still set up for it. Milky Way. Oh, I don't think she knows. Oh, I don't think she knows about Lex. Could get a little bit awkward. Who faces who first?
Oh, no!
Okay. Oh, poor Milky Way. Lex does find her trying to do basically other things than have her weapon in the right line of sight there. And that means that we are down to 3v3.
What? Wait, Lex just didn't look away. There's people in mid. They just walked through mid with no smoke, and now they're up in the tree.
30 seconds left.
Oh, wow.
So Naomi are gonna have to defend. They're gonna get smoked off. Pushes through, gets the kill on the missed shots. I cannot believe they didn't see them just waltz through mid, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Naomi holding it down here with the Phantom. 2v2 for NMG. Again, if they lose here, they are gonna have to win all the way to OT. As Lex is hearing a runner, they're actually re-hitting B now through market. Again, this is how they started this attack, but Kara gonna look to shut it down, but Lex makes it happen. 2 for 2 now. 6 seconds to plant the spike. 1v1 now, the spike going down. Oh, 2v1, excuse me. As GG just gonna hold on for dear life here with the Spectre. But people peek around the stairs, not gonna make it happen. It's VERSIONX with round number 12.
Yeah, that was getting a little bit crazy with all the twists and turns, but it does eventually go VERSIONX's way, which is what we anticipated. A couple things going against NMG, and including the fact that they needed to get the spike down. They couldn't really play around that. They were down to half a second, I believe, to get that spike. I mean, at least they get the plant. In some ways, that's nice. A little bit extra money, ult point, all that good stuff. But we're hoping for maybe a bit more of a miracle there to actually make that a round that they could win. Nope, not so. Now 12-3 again. They would have to get all the way up to 12 themselves, play into that overtime. They know that the odds are absolutely stacked against them. But I guess this is a perfect time to remind you before the round starts that this is a Swiss format. So even if they lose here right now, they still have a lot left over to play in the qualifier. VERSIONX going to be potentially sitting pretty at 2-0. The first opponent where we expected them. A big pickup recently. This would be an excellent start to, I guess, representing their team. Kara up in heaven, grabs one easy peasy, still manages to get out of the way of the Killjoy ult as well. NMG now really desperate to try and make something happen. GG trying to find someone in middle, isn't going to find anything. Making some noise, though, potentially just going to watch the flank as well, as the plant is going to come through, giving themselves a hope here. So they have that second objective, I guess, in line. Maybe they can just buy enough time for the spike to actually detonate. That's something that I'm sure VERSIONX are going to be well aware of. They're setting it up. They're prepared to go. They don't exactly know where everyone is, but they're going in. Natty just head first, going to find someone with a shotgun. And that is already looking pretty well. Actually, oh no, there actually were so many other things happening. NMG actually, ooh, they're gonna be able to take that round. 3 of them were left over. I thought with everyone coming in from VERSIONX that actually would be enough of a blitz, enough of a bull rush to do it, but no, NMG able to stay alive.
I cannot believe they won that round. I mean, somebody called the admin because Natty's doing it sideways there. Dashes in, like, straight dashes in with a judge. I mean, VERSIONX, that was a half buy. It was a pretty meaty half buy because of all the money they had. But actually, oh, I take it back. That almost looks like a force because they don't have enough money. Wait, how's that possible? All right, we'll find out later. I guess they lost their round. That's how it's possible. So, going to be an eco here as well. I'm going to have to learn to not do math on air once again. It doesn't matter what the game is. That's just true always. And NMG going to go for it.
No, Natty coming in with at least the gun she's able to buy. It's not much, but it's something. Also has knives, I guess. She really feels like this would be the opportunity to use them. I mean, that's it. That's exactly what's going on. She brings out the knives. NMG already, both of them already down in person. GG takes out Milky Way as well. It is NMG still with 4, looking to go all the way around to go back to A. Just 1 watching mid. Ooh, clutch, looking for rush. Didn't mean to rhyme, but it does. Maybe gets a few dinks right, but now the information's there. The A site is somewhat clear. Kara, though, waiting with a sheriff. We've seen her do wonderful things with this gun, and maybe even worse odds. I don't know about that, but she's going to be wisely waiting for her team. Maybe going to find someone. It's not the break glass, though. So, it's actually a lot of silence. GG going to go for the plant. Clutch coming into heaven, coming around, looking for the kill. Actually, all of VERSIONX had already jumped down, so she didn't necessarily get her time to shine, but they jumped right down into everyone else waiting at NMG, and there's another point on the board.
All right, well, Clutch had the perfect position to end the round herself, and apparently it was not needed. Teammates getting it done as NMG pushed themselves up to 5 rounds. Now the buys back on the board for VERSIONX. I still can't believe they lost the 5EX retake when they surrounded their opponent around the A site. They had every single spot covered, collapsing in, but I guess maybe not the weaponry to get it done with. Instead, NMG find themselves continuing to win here. Needed to win out to OT, and they're at least delivering on that front as we'll kick things off again here. And a little bit slower now for NMG, it looks like.
I don't know if VERSIONX are sweating quite yet. I doubt it. Still plenty of room to work with. Even if they do lose some of these rounds with good guns, have to play the save. I mean, they've got that room. But maybe, again, more respect to NMG for their performance here today. These things are all about the tests. Natty's, like, very cheekily placed, by the way. I feel like that could go in a disastrous way, but apparently that doesn't matter so much as Milky Way coming in and grabbing 2 right off the bats. Oh, no. And now missed shots. But the rest of her team gonna try and look at mid. I just pointed out Natty. Now, I thought that might be dangerous, but if they do actually try and push mid, that would actually work out super well. Now it is going to be back to A.
What a flank there from Milky Way. An absolute tragedy there with Natty trying to play the supremely close angle right out of tiles. They had kind of mid on lock, thinking they were maybe gonna go for a B split or at least show some pressure through that way. Instead, NMG in a 3v5 for all the marbles, as they have to win this round as a reminder to keep staying in this game.
Exactly. They're already down a map. This would be their last against their opponents. More series to be played after this throughout the weekend, guys, in the qualifiers. But they would love to actually be able to continue on right here, right now. Not going to happen, though, as Natty quickly takes down 1. Time is also taken away to actually get the plant. They're still pretty far away from getting any plant whatsoever. I think that might actually be the nail in the coffin more than anything else. And there we have it. The spike now down. Time has run out, and that's VERSIONX going to be taking the 2-0 over NMG.